Yo, welcome to Mikiki and you're with me, Muya Robert. And today I'm joined by one of the visionary video directors, tunaweza kuita youngin.
Inaweza pia.
Yes, Steve Mugo. Karibu sana.
Asante bro.
Welcome to Mikiki.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, for those people who don't know Steve Mugo, unaweza ambia Steve Mugo ni nani?
So Steve Mugo I'm a video director, a cinematographer, and CEO of Ambition Media House. Yeah. So Ambition Media House is the company that ina sorting visuals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait. So it's such a huge umbrella because I think kitu yenye maybe the viewers who are watching us wanajuanga ni wanaonanga kajina fulani kametokea hapo Steve Mugo, but now they didn't know the face. Yeah, so how did you start?
So I started this from when I was young. I really love doing videos, shooting and everything. So ili spark sale nilikuwa university JKUAT in Juja Boys. And so nilikuwa na attend shoots, classes ikibounce and all that. Nilikuwa na shoot ya to a class most of their projects. So that's when nilianza exactly practically. Yeah,
hiyo kitu inani-inspire juu hata mimi nilikuwa nafanyia watu projects sana. But now here's the most interesting thing. JKUAT is not known for visuals sana, yeah? How comes you went JKUAT for visuals, or ulikuwa nafanya different course?
Not really. Niliitwa JKUAT.
Okay.
Niliitwa and the course that nilikuwa na provide nifanye ilikuwa mass communication.
Okay.
So part of the units is ilikuwa car production, editing and shooting and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
So you've said that you started having that interest of being a video director since you were young. How young were you?
I'll be honest, by the way, it's kind of not a fairy tale or something, but ilikuwa, like I remember even my mom anajua, like I used to, nikiona videos kiplay on TV, I was so amazed on how ilikuwa shot, you know, and not even actually the storyline and everything about that, how it was shot. That's why sana I try to explain myself as a cinematographer.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's what I love doing exactly, shooting. Yeah.
But there are those things that most of people maybe that having that vision.
Yeah.
And did you try doing some things maybe your time ukiwa mdogo?
Yeah.
And
fashion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which it was video. But then you mentioned about watching videos on TV na zinakubamba sana. Ni videos gani hiyo time zilikuwa zinakubamba na ulikuwa unashanga hizi zinaweza fanywa aje?
Honestly,
you saw that one video yenye ilikuwa kubamba hizo time.
Nakumbuka sana ilikuwa music videos and commercials.
Yeah.
So like there's this commercial, like sijika unakumbuka ilikuwa ya a robot ikidance. Ilikuwa I think ya KCB.
Ya Barclays.
Ya Barclays, yeah.
Tina Mungo, Tina.
So this how he image. So ilikuwa na try kufikiria how was it shot?
Yeah.
How the animations and everything. So upon you can realize that by then niko na interest ya kujua how this thing was done, not actually probably the story.
Yeah. Now fast forward from campus.
Yeah.
Ukamaliza kampo ama you didn't finish?
Sikumaliza.
Tell us the story.
It's interesting. So nilikuwa kumaliza the exams. I was doing mass communication, I said, in JKUAT. So at the last exams, I was not brought up in a, let's say, from a humble family. So school fees was a problem, but my parents did their best. Ilikuwa tio part kidogo kulikuwa na some kind of kulikuwa na shida kidogo.
Yeah.
So I wasn't able to clear the fees at that time. So ikabidi nimemiss exams, and that's when sikuweza ku graduate. But it was a good thing because after that nilijiongelesha nikasema by the way ndarudi hapa mimi nikiweza kujilipia shule. And actually that's what I'm doing this year. So nataka kurudi nimalizie tu.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now how did you now progress from now maybe we can call it dropping out from campus?
Yeah.
How did you progress from dropping out from campus and now to where you are right now?
It's a journey. It's a long journey. I don't know where to start.
Most of the times I usually there are those viewers who are watching you and maybe in the same position, and they're wondering how they can get from there. Yeah.
So when I was in university, what I did, kulikuwa na internet, which a lot of people didn't know ilikuwa such a huge thing. Like you're getting more information apart from class. You can get more information from the internet.
Yeah.
So at that time nilikuwa na get like late nights ungenipata kwa one of the halls. Jcot ina join it was Stanley Hall, nimesahau jina. But that hall ulikuwa unapata kuna watu wengi sana wana download stuff. So watu ki download movies or downloading like tutorials and everything, na learn the whole night. So nikisha learn unapata you want to try out some of those stuffs. And so nikaanza kufanya like short documentaries. There's one time I did my first video, it's on YouTube. The guy was called Sizo B.
It was an artist?
Yeah.
Kizo?
Sizo B.
Sizo, okay.
Yeah, he's from Tanzania. Alikuwa anasomea bachelor's, I think, in something of doctrine or something. So I did a video for him. I got the equipments from the school. We took a break here from one class to the other one. We went and shot it and come back. So you're kind of doing like free stuff, trying to expand your knowledge. By the time I was leaving school, I create kind of a place I can lean on. So at that time I had people were calling me. I could do like not kind of affordable kind of videos. And so nikitoka university sikuenda kama nimefall directly to my parents' hands. I was able at least to pay for my stuffs. And so it was a journey from there. Nikaenda tu nikipandisha quality and even the prices and everything.
It sounds so interesting because the first video you shot with equipment za shule. Ulikuwa una manageaje kufanya kazi now having ukitiwa now those side gigs that you aren't maybe able to access the equipments from the school?
So I had a friend who was alikuwa like he's called Mike. So alikuwa class yangu mbele. So they are the guys who are given the equipment because walikuwa wanatrustiwa. So I used to talk to him kando na mwambia kama unaweza nisaidie equipment niweze kuzitumia. And so Mike was gracious enough kunisaidia na some of the equipments. He could take them on my behalf. And so nilikuwa na make sure nimerudisha on time. So it made it easier. So big up to Mike.
Alikutrust sana.
Alintrust sana.
Yeah. Now commercially now expanding and getting into this film and video directing field. How did you get there?
So I started getting calls from now bigger artists. And so nikaanza kuget, even every time I'm getting a call from those artists, the money that they are giving me nilikuwa naitumia to get more sophisticated equipment, so that the quality inaweza kuwa top. And so through that niliweza now kupata even more artists through them. So now ikafika point now I'm getting now the corporate world is now able to see what I'm doing with now the bigger artists, and that's how now you can link both of them, and now they started getting calls from the corporate side.
The first equipment that you bought for yourself, camera ilikuwa gani?
Interestingly, my first camera was a 5D Mark III.
And
Ilibiwa mara mbili.
Wait, ikaibiwa you recovered ama you bought another one?
Ilibiwa tukarecover ikaibiwa tena.
Hadi saa hii ilienda.
Sasa ikaenda.
Hajaipata tena.
Pili sasa ikapotea kabisa.
First artist ulifanyia video, one big artist, the first artist, big artist ulifanyia video, who was it?
If memory yangu itani fail, I think it was Chris Ero. There's a song ilikuwa inaitwa Bumper.
Bumper.
Not that one. Ilikuwa Bumper. Bumper.
Oh, okay.
Song ilikuwa inaitwa Bumper. So I remember that we shot it with a Sony camera. It was my first time using the camera. we will go all out. Yeah, some of the equipment that we used on that shoot were the first time I'm seeing them. Yeah, so I tried. I tried.
No, it kept advancing on. Since then, for someone maybe who doesn't know Steve Mugo, maybe you can tell them now, since then, how many artists, A-listers have you shot?
I can't mention all of them, but I can mention a few.
Yeah, just a few.
So most definitely I've worked with Nyashinski, I've worked with Kambua, I've worked with King Kaka, Calligraph, Femi One, I've worked with, who else? Otile Brown, I've worked with, Jason Mondi, I've worked with Laura Carrera, I've worked with Jabidi, Didi Man, Moji Shot Baba. I've worked with a couple. Plenty.
Yeah. And that is so amazing, especially coming from someone who, that journey, it shows how much struggle and how much experience you got along the way. Now, maybe you can tell us one of the biggest challenge that you faced back then.
At the time I was starting. To be definitely people getting the trust from somebody. Explain to if by the idea of the video. At that time I used to charge 10,000 to do a video. So for some people it looked like it's cheap, you know. But now they ask the question, the reason why you've charged this, is it because is it an offer or you're that bad? You understand? So getting the trust from them. So actually my greatest happiness was when I was delivering the video, because most of the times, by God's grace, they were happy.
You're going to meet expectations.
And they were coming back more and more, getting reference. So before getting the project, that's the hardest part, getting the trust from them. Then after that, now it becomes easy.
Now take us through the creative process. Do you get these ideas from the artist, or you have to contribute your own ideas?
So what happens, after the artist has sent me the song, I have to listen to it, see if you can work with it. I have to choose if I'm willing to contribute to that project. So after that, the artist can give me his or her idea, then I can interject mine. So what I do, we make something which is called a treatment, or rather a script. So it's basically ideas and concepts that we get from both the artist and the director. So the artist can prefer giving me the idea before or after, but some of them prefer just giving me before, so that when I'm writing the treatment, at least I have the information in the back of my mind. So I can try and merge the idea, my idea and their idea, or rather I can just give it a different concept. But it's more of a discussion. I usually tell my artist, even the first time we meet, or any client, that it's more of a discussion. We're trying to make this project successful for both of us. So after that, now it's done when we discuss and see if the project is, or the script is okay for both of us. Then I can move forward.
And there's something that I always wonder. Ishaifika point, maybe you're shooting a project na ukajipata, maybe you lost the footage ama uko na record.
Si mara moja, si mara mbili, si mara tatu. And it didn't go well, but that's when I was starting. I don't remember the last time that happened to me. I've been more cautious. Now I have a bigger team which looks onto that, ensures I record, and you have all the footage. But when I was starting, I did some of those mistakes. Lost some footage when you're copying, or probably when you're shooting. So it has happened. It's not a good experience, because now facing the client, it becomes hard.
How did you get out of that?
Me just remembering it in a bring trauma, because now explaining to somebody why it's wedding, you don't have it.
Wow, it was a wedding.
It was a wedding. Actually, that's the last time I personally started doing now weddings. I stopped doing weddings. Because I couldn't manage the pressure that they had. Because some of those pressures that you get is what actually inakupatianga like that fear mpaka unakuta you've deleted the footage. if you can understand what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, it's crazy. But now there is one of the biggest projects, rather, according to me, the one that I've watched, is the proper video for Femi1 and Nyashinski. Yeah. And it's because you achieved it with a one take, with a, is it one shot? Yeah. Maybe you can take us through that process. How many takes did you take, and whose idea was it to record it with one?
It's an interesting story, by the way, because we prepared for the video like for 3 days. Yeah. So the dancers and everybody, our producer, we were on set for 3 days practicing, even at Nyashinski and Femi1.
Both of them, they were there 3 days.
Yeah. Wow. Practicing. Then now the D-Day was now the hectic day. So on the D-Day, the plan was not to shoot a one take video. Yeah. But between when Nyashinski came on set, that's when he gave me an idea of how he would want the video. So he was like, nimekuja an idea, and I think a one take video will do. So I told him to give me just an hour and plan everything, because most of the parts were not lit. So we had to lit the whole area to get a one take video, which was crazy. Thanks to the team. I had a very good team on set. So tukalight the whole place, tukabalance the camera, because every scene atungeweza kuwa na chance ya kuchange the settings on the camera. Yeah, we had to even to change the camera that I was using at that time to a different camera.
Maybe you can mention for someone who was maybe excited about
the camera.
Yes,
so for that project we used the Sony.
Sony?
Yeah, Sony FX6. It's good in low light. It was kind of heavy because we're using it with the Ronin 2. It's quite heavy. So we lit the whole place, and after like an hour we called Nyashinski. We informed even the dancers. Such a good team. So waliweza ku change the whole choreography ingiane pamoja in the one take video. Okay. Yeah. The biggest issue we had was the stairs.
Yes.
Yeah, because we didn't know how we'll approach it. So tukaweza kuweka bulbs and everything so that lighting inaweza kuwa more consistent throughout the whole video. Yeah. Now hapa ndio kazi ilianza. So we started, before getting everybody to be like on the same page with all of us. It'll take some time. So at one point you could get the lights, maybe like moja inakata kufanya, you know, because a machine venye zifanya. Maybe a dancer, maybe it's a line, which is okay because it was kind of impromptu of doing the one take. And so it'll take about like more than 30 shots.
What?
30 shots. And I remember the last one.
Ngoja, 30 shots of kupanda stairs.
Kupanda kushuka. By the time nilikuwa narudi kwa ofisi, I was drained completely. I'll share the pictures actually. I've never shared them. Yeah. So where was I? So it'll take like a lot of time kufanya the whole 30 shots. Yeah.
Is that one of the most challenging videos you've ever done, or there's another one?
In a different aspect. In terms of maybe on set, it's something we could achieve. Yeah. It was easy to achieve, but now we didn't know how. We thought it was easy to achieve, but now it's so hard because now you have to go in line and in uniform with everybody, including the team and the dancers. Yeah.
No, you're in the creative industry, and of course, I like bringing in all stakeholders when it comes to the conversation of the Kenyan music industry and where it's heading. You as a video director, what's your take about the Kenyan music industry, and do you think we are growing? Do you think we are at a level where we can represent outside the world?
I think we have the potential. I also think, my opinion, there's a certain period of time that we lost our way, and currently we are trying to find it. There's a new breed of artists, producers, and stakeholders who are trying to bring it back. Because if I can remember well, there's a period where Diamond used to come to Kenya to do his videos.
Yeah.
So there's a period then, after that, we don't know what happened in between. Yeah, that's what we are trying. I'm part of the solution.
Yeah. And there's this conversation that most of the times when we start talking about music videos and the quality, so many people are quick to blame the environment, the Kenyan, what is it called? Hewa. Wanasemanga hewa ya Kenya doesn't allow one to shoot a good video. What's your take about that? What's your take on that?
I call those excuses. And personally, to me, I usually avoid making excuses. Yeah. So
yeah, there's that issue when it comes to the video shoots and everything. While we are shooting in Kenya, people start saying maybe it's the environment, ni hewa ya Kenya, it's the sun. What's your take about that? And most of the time they opt to siju kwenda Nigeria, Zanzibar. They believe that those are the places you can achieve good videos.
Yeah. I think every country, every continent has its own weather. Yeah, and I call that excuses.
Yeah.
And part of me, how I work, is I just try to avoid making excuses. Yeah. So you can do the weather that you have, you can make it at your advantage. Yeah. So if it's snowy, you'll make a video and you'll gonna concept your snow. You've seen that before. If it's sunny, you can go up Mombasa, make a good video at the beach. So I think we can just try to minimize the excuses and do the work.
What about these people who, and of course Kenyan music industry has been brought to criticism about the quality of the videos that they produce. Do you think tumefika that international level? Because if you compare our Kenyan music and the other industries, other countries, we tunaka like we are lagging kidogo. What's your take about that?
I think it's part of what I've said regarding your question about our level. There's a place that we miss. We lost our way, but we're trying to come back. So I'll say our quality is international, to be honest. And it's not only video, also audio. Let's say it's a few things in as a sortiwa too, then we'll be back on track. What I'll say is let's not be hard on our artists and our producers. But what's wrong, we call it out. If it's wrong, we call it out so that you can help our industry.
As a video creative, is there videos that you watch na unasema bro nataka kufika hii level? Are there those videos that you watch and maybe you feel like is ini level nataka kufika?
Most definitely. There's some directors wanafanya so yani very creative things. If I'll mention, there's a guy called Bennett from Lyrical Lemonade. So he does so creative videos and can inspire more into getting that kind of level in terms of videos. There's a bunch of more. As
a video director, this is something I've never asked, but I've ever thought about it. Ishaifika level an artist or someone sends you a video or a concept na ukasema no, I can't shoot this one?
Nimefanya hivyo.
For what reasons? Maybe is there a criteria? Is there those videos unaweza sema maybe these ones I can't touch?
In terms of audio or the concept of the video?
All factors considered.
There's some songs. Okay, I'm born again. I have a daughter, a very lovely daughter. She's called Ari.
Wow.
So this is why I've said that is because I try and make videos that my daughter one day can watch.
Yeah.
Understand? Singetaka ku create something yenye maybe hata itampotosha. Nikipotosha mtoto mwingine. Currently sahi how I take myself is niko na hiyo power ya sahi ya ku create video yenye itaka hivi kenye watu wataona. Yeah. So that kind of hizo morals nilikuwa trying ku keep in every video that I do. And that's why like a video like Hapo too.
Yeah.
The song unaweza pata at some point what is singing uone kwa video. Yeah. Nilikuwa na option ya kumake Kenya naimba nione kwa video. But singine try to ku sanitize because like Nyashinski ni legend mazee. Anaweza kuwa anasema kitu but it's differently from Kenya unafikiria.
Yeah, and earlier on as we were speaking maybe before the interview, you talked about the industry and where it's heading. As a creative, what do you think we should do on improvements to make the industry grow bigger when it comes to maybe even policies or kuna hizo vitu mention tu juju kasema there's a few things that need to be tuned.
I'll start with policies. Currently say ku shoot in a location ni ngumu sana. There's a video we are doing like I think 2 months ago. We are shooting it in Malindi and tulipitia a lot before tufanye hiyo video. Tuliholdiwa ni kama we are trying to yani it's a very big crime to shoot video in a beach, you know. Definitely there are some rules that unafaa to go with, but kuna the fact that you're selling our country, you understand, make it easy for the filmmakers, for the photographers. So I think you inatupulingi so much behind. And the funny thing is when other people from other countries come to Kenya, they are able to shoot on those locations. But a Kenyan inakuwa ni ngumu sana, which I think inafaa kwa the opposite actually. That for us inafaa kwa so easy. So we were even threatened if tukitry to shoot on a boat, hata tunaweza kuwa shot, which ilikuwa so extreme. We didn't understand why it would happen evil. And if it's the amount of money wana request for, we are ready to pay for it. But walikuwa so much walikuwa so against us, and we didn't take it well. So I think hapo wanafaa kuangalia story. Even in town, shooting in town, CBD it's a problem also. Even for the photographers. And to be honest, if you look at it, hata si issue kubwa sana. So if they can also lay the rules, something else that the CJLA is that most of the rules are not clear. So if we're shooting in town, what should we do? You understand? How much should it be paid? Inafaa ku clear, not see connection after connection. So if we can work on that side of the government, even the people who are when you wanna run for the seats, the artists, wanaweza angalia story. I think that's the biggest issue.
Parting shot for maybe someone who would like to be like Steve Mugo, to be a video director, what will you tell them? And also there are those people who are looking at you and maybe they like to work with you, maybe for mentorship and stuff. What can you tell them? Maybe you can just tell them.
So Steve Mugo here, and I hope to anybody else that's a filmmaker, cinematographer, or anything to do with visuals. So just put in work, and most of all put God mbele, and don't forget that so is our lot umeanza now. That's part of a side of you that ufai kusahau, so that you can push each other forward. So don't give up. You almost give up jua saa hiyo ndio vitu zinataka kuivana. So that's it.
People who would like to work with you.
So for artists,
so
for artists, you can get me on IG, Steve Mugo. I have my email there, my number. You can call my office number, and tunaweza fanya biashara. And also anybody mwenye anataka mentorship or internship or attachment, you can also send your documents on my email, info@stevemugo.com. And tutaelewana hapo.
Unawapeanga such chances and opportunities.
Wata wanajua. But ukikuja pia unakuja pole pole.
Sawa bro. Tumeshukuru sana. And thank you so much for your time and for this conversation. And of course, for everyone who's watching at home, make sure that you keep in touch with Steve. And of course, Steve told me you also keep touch with other video directors and stuff. So the opportunity is endless. So thank you so much for coming through. And for our viewers back at home, thank you so much for watching Mikiki. And make sure that you watch us each and every Wednesday. Tunawaletianga such big artists, such inspiration. And every Friday utatupata hapa kwenye Gossip Spot, so make sure you join us on Friday. Tupatane the other side. Goodbye.